I do not know if your money is safe with any of these guys. Our Switch OLED is here, and we're just waiting for the Mig Switch to arrive and the much anticipated Switch Game Dumper. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. So you guys know that we bought a Switch OLED specifically for testing on the Mig Switch device and also testing legit games that we own that have been backed up using the Switch Game Dumper. Now for the last few videos, you guys have seen me flashing this thing around, pretending like this is the Game Dumper. Now the Mig Switch team has actually released it looks like a picture, but we're gonna look at it in a minute of what the real Game Dumper looks like. So obviously this one is not the Switch Game Dumper. This one has always been just a USB charge power draw device of some sort that I bought many years ago, and it's just been sitting in a drawer, and I needed some sort of a prop to hang on to kind of flash around to keep you guys kind of interested in the videos. I don't think that you've been duped like some of you think you've been duped with the Mig Switch team, and we don't even know if we've been duped yet because still nobody has an actual device in their hands to try out and see if this thing works at all. But I do want to show you guys what the Mig Switch team have for an update here, so let's jump in. So obviously they want us to accept their terms of service here, and then as we scroll down we see Mig Dumper update. We received a lot of requests about the availability of our second product, the Mig Dumper. The Mig Dumper is the perfect companion to your Mig Switch Cart. Although not required to use your Mig Switch, it is the most convenient and elegant way to back up your games. We plan to ship the first units of Mig Dumper at the end of February 2024, and it will be available for the same RRP price as the Mig Switch Cart. A USB 2.0 to USB-C cable will be included. The reason for this delay is that in today's market, many ICs, chips, are suffering from shortage to various degree. Mig Switch Cart and Mig Dumper share some key components, and with those ICs in severe shortage, we decided to prioritize the Mig Switch Cart since it is most demanded and also the product you can't do without. But we promise to deliver Mig Dumper soon after with the same level of quality as the Mig Switch Cart. Thank you all for your patience and support. Now we can go on to scroll down here and we see the first, I'm gonna air quote, picture of the Mig Switch Dumper. To me, this looks like a mock-up. I'm not confident this is a picture. What this looks like to me is a project box. A standard electronics project box. In fact, if we zoom in, I mean, it's got smooth edges, so it's not a 3D printed box, but it does look like just a generic project box that has, you know, obviously electronics inside, and you can see the switch slot here, or the switch card slot here, and then the USB port in the back. Why would they sell the Mig Switch without the dumper? There's a couple reasons for this, and I'm gonna give you some examples of why I think that is. Now, this is not fact, this is just what I think. First of all, this video that was leaked out on the internet kinda caught them off guard. They weren't expecting that to get leaked, and the frenzy of interest that came from that. So, they thought they had time to manufacture the Mig Switch Cart and manufacture the dumper and do a proper release which had proper timing. The fact that that video dropped and the interest that came with it, they've got to ride that wave. I mean, a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions about this. There's a lot of interest, and so they're really, really smart to release the Mig Switch right away, get it into people's hands. Now, someone like myself, I have a modified Switch. I have the ability to load up the NX dump tool, throw my legit game in, and get a complete one-to-one backup copy of the game without using this dump tool at all. The only reason I want the dump tool is because I'm curious about technology, as you can tell from this channel. I want to see how it works. It's the reason I bought a virgin Nintendo Switch OLED, because I don't want to use my hacked Switch, because that's not what most of you guys have. I want to show you guys someone with a legit piece of hardware and a a somewhat legit piece of equipment. Now, one thing I want to know is what's inside this thing, and I'm really happy to see the inclusion of these 4 holes right here, because those will be screw holes. So I can undo the screws, pop this open, and actually see what's inside this thing. You see, I suspect that this is some sort of an emulator that's actually running a version of that NX dump tool and just doing a direct to USB output of that. You see, you can already dump from tools from your Switch directly to your PC. So if this somehow mimics the characteristics of the Switch in such a way that you can run Switch Homebrew, there's an interesting side story here. And I don't think they've gone and reinvented the wheel. The tools already exist. This is somehow running a copy of those homebrew tools and just making it compatible with PC. That's what this is. The price is too inexpensive to really go too big and too fancy, especially, you know, they're looking to sell these for around $100 US. So some of these sites have already started to list the pre-order. We see this one here for about $64.99 US. Now, I have done my pre-order already. I've also reached out to the Mig Switch team to see if they can send me a demo unit ahead of time. Unfortunately, I missed the window for the Mig Switch demo units. I do have 2 pre-orders that are ordered. I have confirmed that they are about as legit as you can get, and I am expecting some priority shipments so that we can get it in our hands, pop that thing open, and stick it into this Switch OLED and start to show you guys what this thing is all about. You guys got questions. I know you do. You want to know, how does this thing truly work? And that's what we're going to find out together. We are going to explore everything that these tools have to offer. I also have some extra tricks that I'm going to try out as far as legit backups and maybe some downloaded backups, seeing if we can make them appear as a legit backup using some ID key swapping or anything like that. I don't know. I've been doing a ton of research on how the ID keys work on the Switch so that I can just understand what I think this is doing, so that you guys will get a really in-depth technical review of what this is, and not just, hey, here it is, watch me play a game that I backed up. You guys want to know a little bit more than just that, and that's what we're going to bring you here. Interestingly enough, I did also find on here, if I go to the United States stores, this guy here, Mod My System, I click that, site's not even there anymore. So are we starting to see, and I haven't clicked many of them yet, I'm wondering, are we starting to see a crackdown of sites already? We've already seen, it looks like one of these authorized sellers is no longer working. I'm just trying a bunch of different links to see if anyone else is not working. Now, one thing I do want to make very, very clear, I have purchased 2 pre-orders from 2 separate vendors who appear on this list. I do not know if any of them are actually legit. I do not know if your money is safe with any of these guys. After I have the product show up in my hands and I know for a fact that this is legit and it is good, I will certainly place my recommendation on who I used. But currently, just because you see me clicking around on opening websites, that doesn't mean that I ordered from these guys, and it does not mean that I'm endorsing these guys. A lot of people are complaining about the price. The price is somewhat high for a flash card, but it is the first to market flash card, and usually the price is high. In time, as demand falls, the prices will typically fall. Add to that the fact that we'll probably get some Chinese knockoffs of these things, and we'll see some prices fall as soon as that happens. But right now, margins are good for these resellers, and it needs to be, so that they can be willing to take the risk to get these into our hands. The dumper tool, we finally got some pictures, we finally know what it looks like, and we're getting closer to the date that I expect my Mig Switch to arrive, and we can start doing that testing. So you're gonna wanna check out more of our videos in the future, plus our history on everything we've done so far. Don't forget, we've got PlayStation 5, we've got everything covered on this channel. Check it out.